Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz. Today we're going to have another go at Empires of the Undergrowth. Last time we popped into the former harem and we did the challenge mode on Rising Tide, so we had the annoying little beetle larvae to contend with. Today what I thought we would do is we would go into something else a couple of people mentioned. I think they mentioned it on the video before last, and it was, sorry I forgot the dude's name now. Well, I'm just going to alt-tab out and figure it out because I do have it very close to hand. Sylvester said that I would probably enjoy the other Freeplay levels, so we're going to give that a go. So there is a second map now in Freeplay, Towhead, which as you can see here with this option has a periodic flooding. So we'll give this a go and see what this is like. Oh, I don't get to pick? Because it's the wood ants that have that. I do want the wood ants and we want the slow ones. There was a bit of discussion with Sylvester with whether the fast ones are better than the slow ones, but I like the fact that at level 3 it gains area damage. I think that's what I like. But that does slow enemies it hits, doesn't it? Do you know what? Last time we did the slow ones, this time I'll do the rapid ones. We'll mix it up a little bit. In fact, I'm even going to call the level Mix It Up a Little Bit. There we go. Right, let's have a go at this then. So is that what the map looks like? It definitely looks like a free play level, doesn't it? With the fish and also with the levels. The different heights, suggesting that maybe flooding is going to happen there. Ooh, what an unusual way to start. Hello.
This society is in its infancy. It must grow quickly if it is to survive.
Right, so we've got lots of room to plan out. Then we have no idea where the actual... Ah, there it is. Okay. That's very interesting. So we know we don't want this to expand anymore because we know nothing else joins to it. So if we have something here... that would be the chamber there, which gives us enough room to double up and still have a connecting piece there. And if we head over in this direction then, it'd be that one. Now that might breach into whatever's there, so we might not need that whole chamber. Have that there. And that's far enough away from there that... that's actually quite cool, isn't it? That looks alright to me. And we have the same problem there where that one breaches into there. Yeah, so if we just get a few of these planned out so we know where we are. Okay, I think that looks pretty good, don't you? So we need to start heading down towards here first of all. So we will do that, we will do that, and we will do that. Now these two are saying might break into this area here. We'll find out in a minute, shall we? That's the first chamber done. We'll see how much food we're going to get from this, because that might determine what we go with to the surface. Now there's this suggestion that coming from Sylvester on the previous video, not the one gone but the one before. Rather than trying to build melee or ranged ants straight off the bat, which obviously costs 60 or 50, build a few of the nursery ones instead, which are a lot cheaper to get started with. Yeah, that's ruined that one, hasn't it? We could always use that as a food one. It is a little far from the entrance though, isn't it? Is the problem with that. I do like having the food closer to the entrance. They haven't got to walk as far back to deliver their goods. So that's 3 chambers we have so far. Potentially, if this one doesn't break through into whatever this is. Looks good. Looks good. If we just do that, that'll definitely break through. Probably not going to need that one, are we? Yeah, or that one. Excellent. Okay. So that's our first little bit of food sorted. We'll turn this into a nursery chamber down here then, I think. Because they're not bringing in huge amounts of food.
Must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
So we need to look at extending over in this direction towards the entrance. I'm assuming at some point over here it'll actually open up as well. So let's start opening these up here then. What I'll actually do is I'll get rid of that for now. Because I suspect, as I say, it'll open up anyway. Now, are they not collecting the food because it's too far away? I think that might be the case. We'll send them down there. Yeah, there we go. That's what I expected to happen. And then down here, if we've got room, which we don't quite have, do we? We could just do smaller ones, though. Don't always have to have bigger ones, do we? So we'll make this into our food area. So these we got our 2 food chambers down here. Nice and close to the entrance, as you can see. We could probably have moved that one across a bit to actually make that a double-sized one potentially, but if we need to, we'll make another one there which is double-sized. Oh, we've also got this space up here as well. Maybe I'll do that instead. We could do that, couldn't we? So we could have food above and below. I quite like that idea, actually. I quite like that. Let's do that. In the meantime, we'll continue building some more of these nursery tiles. I want to get at least 7 there. Make sure they've got all of this food. There is a little bit more in there, isn't there? Let's get that last little bit. And then we'll start sending them down there to get that bit. Once we've got our first 7 here, we'll send them into the wild and see how we deal out there. Deal with out there? Deal out there? See how it goes when we get outside. I've also got these couple. There's 1 up there, and 3 there, and 1 there as well. Not much food around though, but something to worry about if we have to expand into that territory. Oh, and there is number 7. So we need to wait for this food to get cleared up down here. And then we'll make these here our first actual... Like this one and this one, our first actual ranged attacker chambers. We want them to be relatively close. And then we've got all this to come when we need it later on. Well, that one might be a problem actually, mightn't it? Can we fit one in next to these? No, we can't, can we? If I got rid of that, though... you're going to have to wait a second, I think. While I think about this a second. So we need to start here. So it'd be there. And then we could extend that one. Yeah. Yeah, if we do that. And then the other one would go, no. Higher again, wouldn't it? The other one would go there. Yeah. Okay, so we've got 4 chambers built, ready for our Notice I've made the same mistake again, haven't I? Where I can't expand both of them. I need to have 3 tiles in between. Which means all of that is wrong, isn't it? Yep. Okay, let's get rid of all of that then. Ah, stupid. Doesn't matter too much. If we have smaller chambers, we have smaller chambers. It's not the end of the world. Oh, water's already rising. We've already missed the first half of the day, look. Let's go and open that up then. And we can also start working on our first actual attacking ants. Right, and where are we? Up here in this corner. Okay, so there's a few dead things over here. We'll go deal with that first, shall we? There's a big old fish over there, actually. Let's go get that big old fish. Oh, no, that's not. There are spiders. Don't do that, lads. Don't do that. Go for these dead things over here. Although that beetle's coming close as well, though, isn't he? That's a nice flower there, isn't it? So the water is rising up in the middle here, you can see. Lots of dead things. They're all fighting each other, which is nice. Oh, we've already got into a fight. That's what I really was hoping to avoid. We need to... I was going to say we need to turn off their fighting. Ideally. So what I'll do is I'll have a separate one for these attacking dudes. And I'll have them coming up there as well. And it's a bit risky, because he's going to have quite a lot of health, isn't he? Oh no, he's almost dead actually, I take it back. So in fact, let's turn on their fighting. So I don't reckon it'll take too many to get rid of him. Oh, he says, watching them all get slowly pulverized. I thought he was gone. He was not. I really thought he'd go down easier than that. He's got so little health, it's crazy. Probably costing us a lot of food and dead ants, isn't it? Okay. Not really too sure what... That food's just disappeared. That's a huge problem. Do you have a proper little crowd coming towards him now, though, which are surely going to take care of him. Just in time for this one to come up. Looks like. Let's turn off their fighting. Damn. Really was hoping that that would be a source of food up there, but... apparently not. But those are... Go take care of those instead, then. Is that fish gone as well? That fish has gone as well. What the hell happened there? Did the spiders eat the fish? So really looking forward to that fish, I'll be honest with you. Really thought I needed that. Food stores are full, right. Let's start on our first ranged attackers. And with the little bit of food we got left, we'll make a couple of food tiles down here.
This colony must remain small for now.
Yes, okay, he said very loudly, thank you.
To support greater numbers.
What's this? You can check the game's current difficulty by hovering over the menu button in the top right. Difficulty affects many things, including enemies at landmarks, how frequently creatures spawn, and the size of enemy creature packs. Oh, only 40%. Okay, wow.
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed.
I'm working on it. That's because I turned off their attacking. Ha! There we go. So, all of the big food sources are apparently already gone. Will fish get washed? There's some aphids down there, but how do we even get down there? I can't see a way. Ah, down that ramp there, perhaps? You've got to fight. There's another ramp there, look, which means you've got to go past those spiders. Well, either way, that's fairly horrible, then, isn't it? Oh, there's another one of those. I think this might already be over. I think we've been very unlucky with where our... Oh god, everyone come back. So we have no food. The queen's being attacked. We only have one ant left. We have 0 food. This has gone about as badly as it can. So the queen's going to get attacked. When she gets down to enough health, she will spawn her royal guard. And everything we have will... Oh my god. No, that's it. I do believe that is it.
The queen is in imminent danger.
What a difficult level. Let's just see what happens when her royal guards spawn, which should be any moment now. We don't get them because this isn't our full Macarium. Nah, she's dead, okay. Let's quit to the main menu. Let's not bother saving it. Wow. Wowzers. Mix it up a little. Yes, wow, indeed. That was... in fact, let's do the black ant then. We haven't done the black ant for a while, I suppose. Let's try that again, shall we? And see how this goes. That was challenging as all hell. Don't know what I could have really done differently there. Is it the same each time here? Is it just because I waited too long?
It must grow quickly if it is to survive.
So 1, 2, 3, and then one of those, and then 1, 2, 3, and then one of those. Right, let's get those building. And then we'll just send that down there. And that over there, just to get that got. Then over here, 1, 2, 3, and then a chamber. And then 1, 2, 3. And then a chamber. I'm going to have to start with the workers just because we need to get a few things out. Right? We're only going to have black ants. There are no additional ants. Okay. Makes that a bit easier, I suppose. So they won't even go and get the food by default. So you're going to have to start with these, but I can't build any. And they don't want to go for the food. Now go for the food. Come on, people. But they won't by default go and get the food. So I'm going to have to sort of do this and trick them down there. Yeah. It's the only way I can think of doing it. If I turn off straight away, do they still come? No, they sort of head back, don't they? Come on, then. Grab some food, and I'll do this again. Nice, got enough to start building a couple. Grab some food. Bring a couple more down. Okay, that worked quite well that time. That's nice.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Yeah, I know. Right. Finish off those 7 at least. That's worked out quite well over here. Right, let's start chiseling that out then. And then like before, we'll make a couple of chambers down here for food purposes. I wasn't gonna make any other ants quite yet, but as our food stores are full, I feel like we kind of have to. Okay, so it has put us in a different... Oh my god. It's put us in a different position, but Jesus... Oh, really? I thought you were going to then for a second. Don't really know what I can do there. Look how quickly they killed that. Look, they're going to make absolute mincemeat out of my ants. I just gotta hope they don't come too close, really, and nothing else wanders on by. That's the only real hope in hell I've got here. It's a big old fish there. Not sure how long that's gonna last, but he's there. So they're getting some food because our food stores are full. Let's get those built. Could be a problem. And he's going to go towards the spiders again. It's a shame the food doesn't hang around longer, isn't it? I wonder if only so many things can spawn before it gets rid of, like, the fish or something like that. Oh, a little bit close. Oh, thought I went outside and I was very confused why it was so dark. Right, go over that side then. There's no way we can deal with those. Which is a crying shame, really. There's nothing up that way. So once we've got those couple of woodlouse... Oh god, once we've got those couple of woodlouse, the only thing are those spiders. How are we possibly going to deal with that? Oh, because we're going to have to deal with that first. That's something. Well, that might be the end of it there. And I thought I was a bit more careful, but apparently not. We might just be able to take care of him. He's lost most of his health. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay with him, which means we're going to get a bit more food, which is nice. But after him, the only option we have are the spiders. That is the only way down off the beach, off this ledge, I should say. Lovely aphids over there as well. Look if we can get over there, but I think the ladybirds might take care of them before we get close enough. So that's a little bit more food. We can at least finish off the first one of those. We've got 7 attackers and 7 nursery now. I know nurseries aren't the greatest fighters, and I did when I was talking with Sylvester and the previous people about it. The idea was we'd get like a little gang of nursery workers and turn off their attacking, so they just gather food and they don't get caught up. But I think there are so few... 3 hits it took to kill a thing. I think there are so few... We could maybe sneak around the back. That's risky though, isn't it? And as soon as they get the aphids, they're going to walk the shortest route back. You can't tell them to take that route every time. What to do, eh? Well, one thing we can do, I suppose, is we can bring them back in. Let's bring them back in. And let's go see what this is. It's another dangerous game, but I'm a little low on ideas, which aren't dangerous, really. Right, 1, 2, and then... That's going to be way too close to that, isn't it? Okay. 1, 2, and then that. Oh, it's a big thing. Yeah, that was the risk. That was the risk. It's a risk that might not pay off because he is destroying my ants. I just wasn't too sure what else I could do there, really. Oh, properly hit my mic then. So sorry about that. Well, he's gone down to about 3/4 of health. I don't think that's going to be enough, do you?
The ants must protect the queen.
Yeah, it's not seeming good, is it? Not seeming good at
The
all.
colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
What are you doing?
What was once a mighty empire is now nothing more than a feast for the many creatures.
Mighty
that inhabit
Empire's
this area.
a very generous term, isn't it? Well, unfortunately, that's probably going to single the end of today's video. A little bit disappointing there. I think we got very unlucky with our starting points for that level. So unless there's a massive update, and I don't think there's going to be, there are some quite interesting, if you look at the Slug Disco Twitter and the such, there's some quite interesting pictures around of the stuff they're going to be coming out with next, which is very exciting. Can't remember what they're called, but they're very sort of long, thin-jawed ants. They're going to be coming with the Leaf Cutter update, which is probably going to be towards the end of the year, hopefully. So yes, that's all very exciting, but probably nothing in the immediate short term. So yeah, next time then, unless you guys have got any other suggestions on what you'd like to see, we'll give that another go and see if we can actually get started on Towhead. The other one was, what was the other one called again? The Dunes. Dunes was relatively easy to get started in. We got to a point where we were, little ant. Do you see a little ant under the table there? That's quite cool. Yeah, it got to the point where we sort of had a bit of a dominating effect on the map, really. Really not the case with the Towhead there. So if you've got any ideas on how I can improve that, what I could have done differently, do let me know, because as I say, I'll almost certainly be going back to that next time, so it'd be good to go in with a plan of how we're going to deal with that map next time around, because that's quite difficult indeed. Well, for now then, that's it. So as always, thank you very much for joining me. Started at the end of my little end speech. I got myself very confused. Wow, okay. If you liked the video, do click the like button. That'd be hugely appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already. And if you've not already, why not? Subscribe, hit the little bell button. That'd be awesome. As I say, let me know down below in the comments. 1, anything you'd like to see different next time. And 2, different tactics for that level. Or if I was just very, very unlucky, do let me know. Because that was very challenging. And the difficulties you saw was on only 40%. So, yeah. Surprising how awkward that was. Was not expecting that at all. Now, we are streaming every Wednesday at 6 PM. There's a new stream game starting. It will have just started the day before this video was out, I believe. So it's probably going to be Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There is a bit of a vote going on one of my videos at the moment. Obviously, as the series has already started, the day before this is out, it's a bit late to get involved in the vote. But as it stands at the moment, it is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So that's likely what it's going to be. So come along and say hello there. It'd be great to see some of you there. Otherwise, I'll see you next time in Empires of the Undergrowth, and we circle back to where we started with this, and as always, thank you very much for joining me.